Yes, sir. What it do, man? It's your boy First Class, man. It's Klass N Session with my girl, Nay the Truth. Oh, I'm sorry, Nay.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, y'all.
Come on. What it
do, though? How y'all doing this week? How y'all doing?
For sure. What it do, though? What you got going on?
Back teaching. So, excited about Thanksgiving break coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm tired of y'all kids. Y'all soft kids, might I add. But okay, that's another story for another day. But we're going to get into that later.
Now, we're going to get into it. But, yeah. So, you back teaching. You also do the real estate, which is, I don't want to call it what it is. What is it for you? Real estate is what?
Real estate at this point in my mind, like my homegirl Nikki say, real estate is my full-time job and teaching is my part-time job. So
come on.
I'm just doing this right now because, this is what I got to do. So
nah, for sure.
Right now, it might seem like real estate is part-time, but it's actually not because most of the time I am, as soon as I get off of work, I'm going doing shows. I got showings. Yep. I got deals on the table. So, it is what it is. But eventually I do want to get back to doing real estate full time because teaching is just too hard right now. And I just blame the parents.
Yeah. Nah, I get that. But we going to get into it. I just wanted to kind of big you up on what you had going on and just let everybody know in the world kind of how important it is to you. Because at the end of the day, I see the hustle. You know what I mean? So I know how important it is to you. And I'll be honest with you, like I went back to school to kind of do the same thing. I want to be able to be, be in touch with that new generation. You know what I mean? That's why I said we was going to get into what we talked about because I know I did I want to say it was like a para position. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I just went in and just did something because I was kind of like, I wanted to say I just want to know about it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to know if it was something that I exactly. Yeah, so I went in.
I don't want to go wasting a whole lot of time.
Right, exactly.
Something that I'm going to end up doing. So yeah, I get that.
So I went into it and I was like, man, like it's different from when we went to school.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, damn, man, like it's the people getting respected. You know what I mean? The people that's like running the school are the horrible people, you know what I mean? And then they don't have the respect that they use. Like I had respect, you know what I mean? I would say, people would say I was rebellious a little bit, but at the end of the day, I know I had respect, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think that's what they're lacking the most in school halls today.
Yeah, it's because social media raising them.
Right.
I mean...
Talk about it.
Social media is definitely raising them. TikTok, video games. Like it's definitely not enough kids in sports.
Right.
It's not enough kids in shit. I tell people all the time, you have to keep your kids in shit so they can stay out of shit.
For sure. I love that.
And it's like, y'all not doing enough. Like, I know, granted, sports, it can get expensive, but the most thing that you're really paying is time. So It's almost like you don't got time to do that. You can't make time for that. I'm sure you make time to go be with your friends.
Sure.
You make time to go on a date with these niggas. You make time.
It definitely that's why I wanted you to be on here. Because there's definitely a different breed of woman out here. Definitely a different breed of dude too as well. You know what I mean? Everybody's not perfect. But at the end of the day, I think that everything kind of coincide. Like you always had ain't shit niggas. Let's be real. You know what I mean?
But so now let's get to the women. Y'all don't know what to do. Now that we out here acting like y'all don't know what to do.
Yeah,
now
that
we the new
it's tough.
It's y'all don't know how to handle it.
It's tough for the right person. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it just, man, you see so much of how much I can go in and make a change. And that's why I said I built programs within the gym and within First Class Fitness, and also KFB, you know what I mean? We kind of got programs to where, all right, like I said this before, they say it takes a village. Now let me help you just because this new day and time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even though you got these people, you know what I mean, they're prideful and they go into the school, they cussing out the teacher there before they cussing out their kids.
Need to be cussing out their kids.
Need to be cussing out their kids, but they coming at the teacher. Like that happened to me. You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
them up.
Yeah, like I'm like I tell you, I'm supposed. It's supposed. Why are you talking to me, man? Your son, we called him for you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like, I see where because you saying it from a real standpoint, I glimpsed it for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. So, but it is also something that I feel like I did want to do. I might still do, you know what I mean, for a little while, go in there and see if I can change a couple people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I have that mindset to do that. You know what I mean?
I just feel like it's the this is how I think about it. And man, this is gonna sound so bad, but this is how I think about it. So like the kids that we talking about, let's just be real. It's the people that are our ages, it's their kids. Right? So just think about the people that you went to school with. Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Think about the people who couldn't read out loud. Think about these are kids. These are kids. So think about how much they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because of the kind of parenting they had. You know,
and I want people to know she's speaking real talk, and she's talking from a whole nother side of perspective in town of Houston that I'm on, and I had to deal with these same issues. And the parent would come in and be like, I did the same thing, and I'd be like, why are you telling this kid that? Like, why are you telling your kid that you was in the same classes that he's in right now? And there's not no progress there.
It's no accountability.
Yeah. Like, it's like a blaming.
They blame the teachers. They blame the teachers. Like, ma'am, you know what you sent me? You know what you sent up in here?
Right.
You knew your child reading level before I got here. Your child was here before me.
Right.
Ma'am, I just got here. Like, you know what you sent me.
And not
you
for real,
know
though.
Your kid can't read. You know when y'all be in the car passing by McDonald's, he said that wrong. And you guess what? You didn't correct him.
Nah, for real though. Everything's accountability.
Everything starts at home. And y'all not taking accountability. Y'all not taking accountability. But you know what? It's because y'all out here trying to be influencers. Y'all want to be influencers. Y'all chasing being popular, your followers and this and that, and your kid can't read.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
Okay, if you addicted to social media, have your kid read social media to you. Like, come on, we're going to meet you where you at.
Nah, for real.
You always on social media, so come on, mama, let's read a passage on social media. Like, I don't know, but like, y'all need to do something because
it's definitely,
as a race, we are definitely declining. Like,
yeah. You see the uproar. I mean, you see the up and you see the down for sure. You know what I mean? But I look at it like this. It's so much you can do with social media, and it's like, damn, it's not like it's how you use it as well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's how you use it. I get that. But at the end of the day.
But y'all on TikTok trying to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Like, what are we getting out of that? Like, you trying to
I ain't gonna lie to you. They be on TikTok put people on, man.
They be like, oh, girl, you don't watch TikTok? You could have learned that on TikTok. Ma'am, I got better things to do than to be going down a rabbit hole on TikTok.
Nah, I love that. For real. Like, people got to get that mindset and that perspective, because at the end of the day,
like, y'all want to know where y'all at. I tell everybody, I don't feel sorry for nobody. Everybody got the same 24 hours in a day.
For sure.
Everybody got the same 24 hours in a day.
Yep.
And what I do in my 24 hours, I'm going to hustle every minute, every second. What you doing with yours? You going down rabbit holes on TikToks. We not the same, baby.
We're not the same.
We not the same. And then when we in the same places, because I frequent where y'all frequent because I love it. So we always going to be in the same places. But at the end of the day, we different. We got different views. We looking at life from a different lens. Like, I be trying to figure out what rock was y'all under.
Nah, for sure. Why you ain't get that same? And everybody not gonna think the same, you know what I'm saying? And I get that. But then the day, it's just like, man, like, you see, it's a whole different, man, if the times is changing on the bad side, let's up that good side as far as, like, you see the downfalls as far as the parenting, like we was just talking about. But you see the upside as far as, like, there's a lot more black entrepreneurs out here now. You know what I'm saying? You see that wave, let's jump on that wave and or not jump on your friends or family members' wave that might be doing the same thing, so we all can be on one page. Like I said, like, Jazz just had this big thing here at the network, and it was big for her because it showed where she came from and to where she is now, but it showed all the people that helped along on our journey. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to have. And that's why I said sometimes you got to be, all right, this not working for me, because at the end of the day, I'm not saying a 9 to 5 is like, if that's what's working for you, that's what's working for you. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that you have to have your own pride into, to go ahead and take those risks and go outside the box sometime. You know what I'm saying? So I think that what we do, like with you being in the teaching position and in the real estate position, I think that you able to take those risks, and then sometimes, all right, you go out there, you might not succeed all the way, but at the end of the day, you still doing it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we want to install that in them kids. You don't want that. I don't have the mindset to where I want to stop at anything. You know what I'm saying? Even with
but if your parents ain't doing nothing, exactly, your parents are quitters.
But you gotta. That's why you
know
gotta.
What I'm saying?
It's a new day and age. You gotta install these different programs.
I have always been like, I hang with guys. I was like, every time that I was about to have a baby, like I prayed to have a son. Like I just knew that my lifestyle would not even fit with a daughter, right? But I told somebody the other day, I said, I really did not like take into consideration like me loving sneakers and being a sneakerhead and all of this, and my sons watching it. So now, not only do I gotta spend money on my own shoes, but I gotta spend money on their shoes. So like, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you have going on, your kids watching.
For sure.
Like, give your kids something to be proud of.
Nah, for
give your kids something to be bragging about.
Yeah.
Like, man, I have
preach
had
that
so
shit, though.
many
You need
teachers,
to preach that.
I have had so many teachers call me and be like, oh, girl, King be in the middle of the classroom telling everybody, Google his mama. Yeah. Like, there's something to be proud of. Right. Like, they watching me. Like, they see that I'm not just a bump on the log watching the latest shows. Like, my kids see that. My kids
means
know
something.
How I hustle. My kids know that I'm going to go to work. That
definitely means something.
My kids know that I'm going to get it. So guess what? My kids not lazy.
Right. They know it's another way to do it.
Exactly.
And if they see you can do it, we say this a lot. They know they can do it too, or it's a momentum thing. I always speak about momentum as well, but like I said, I can speak about that same thing. When I was walking through those halls in that school, none of the kids knew who I really was. Mm-hmm. They didn't know nothing I really did. They just knew what I was speaking to them at that time, at that moment. Then one day I went to school. Everybody had found my social media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, when they find your social media, it's over.
Man, I went from, oh man, this dude cool, to now they run up to me. I see you on Instagram, I see you, and I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Da, da, da. Now they know my relationships and what I do and all that. Now I went from a guy to when I say stuff, they not just looking, they reacting. It's a whole nother movement now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
If they look up to you, it's a different thing. And that's why I tell people.
Be like, Miss, I found your social media. Like, how did you find my social media? I just Googled your name.
Yep.
Miss, I told my mom to follow you. Like, I think you so cool, Miss. Like, and it's like, please don't do that. Like,
nah, but I get it though. But you want to have that impact on those kids, because at the end of the day, it's like this is what I say. Most people, favorite rapper, favorite athlete, favorite actor, all them people possess stuff that I might possess, but if I put it off to them people, they might look at it negatively because I'm in their face every day. Like I got a confidence that all their favorite rappers have, all their favorite actors have, and because I'm me, it might look like, oh, I'm trying to talk down or look down or some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, when those kids, the way those kids make you feel, and it's nothing gonna top that, because it's genuine. They seen something in you that made them want to be a better person. So it doesn't matter. What you
got on, they gonna tell you. When
for sure.
They gonna tell you.
Man,
so you right. They are.
Man, I'll be honest with you. Y'all see my hair. I ain't. You know what I mean? I done got a little older, but they used to call me bald headed all the time. They be like, Mr. Kelly, you bald headed.
Like they gonna let you know.
I'm like. You know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day,
oh, Miss, that ain't it. You look like a grandma.
For sure. I done heard that for
like,
sure.
Like, what? Like, oh, Miss, that ain't it.
I'm the teacher. They'll tell me I'm dressed weird.
Oh, Miss, you ate. You ate.
Nah, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's all about how they look up to you. And I tell parents, like, You can be the cool parent. You ain't always got to be the person that's cussing and fussing every time something go wrong, or like you got to have some rewards in there. You ain't got to be soft, gentle, like you may say, because like my mom wasn't gentle or soft at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate.
But it was a different
day
and age. She ain't had no influencer in there
exactly
as well.
My mama still ain't on social media.
Yeah.
My mama don't even got a Facebook.
My mama watch us, but yeah, she on there though. Shout out to my mama.
Mm-hmm.
But now for real though, I just say that to say, like, it's a whole nother generation of everything. Like everything is kind of going downhill, but you gotta pray for the best. You gotta pray for the best, right? You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that's why at KFB I start offering. All right, ma'am, if you're having trouble with your kids going to school and they might be getting in trouble, dealing with bullies, they got like attitude problems, anything like that, I feel like, and anybody know me, know like we can fix that. That's fixable. You know what I mean? And it's not just by physical and working out. We talking to them, getting to know them. You know what I'm saying? We got programs at KFB to where we got counselors involved that really know what they, you know what I mean, what they're doing. So it's like I want to be that patch to where the next generation, all right, y'all want to go by and do this to your mom, because it mostly be single parent moms. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be a guy involved and he's soft too. You know what I mean? So
and that's why he gotta come to you.
Right, exactly. But I kind of shake their hand on some stuff like that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I commend you for knowing that you ain't got no control over your kid and you need help.
Yeah, for sure. And sometimes it's like that. And it ain't no problem. It's not no problem. It's a different.
Sometimes y'all just gotta whip your kid ass.
But I heard that they can't whoop kids like that.
What? Why? It's my kid. Why I can't whoop them?
Nah, for real though. But I don't know. I don't have any kids, so I don't know. I don't know. That's funny though.
Somebody, please, I need a lawyer to reach out to me and let me know why I can't whoop my kid ass. My kid that I had. Please, lawyers, reach out. Please, ABC.
Y'all let her know. Hey, let they know why you can't.
Please, why I can't?
But I definitely heard that, and I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? It made me the person you know what I'm saying, the person I am. Like I said, I got respect for everybody. You know what I mean? My mother raised me the right way for sure. Did I go about being a man and a boy at sometimes, and she's a woman, and of course I did fight and all that. You know what I'm saying? But she raised me the right way to be respectful and smart. And I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? So like some of these kids, like I would say this for sure, I seen, they don't care about their grades. And I told her, I was like, bro, y'all don't care about girls. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, if you don't care about girls, you ain't gonna care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like girls at my school. Like, huh?
They care about girls at my school.
See, but they didn't, like, I'm talking about, like, if you, this is what I meant. If you fail in classes, like, to me, like, girls ain't gonna talk to you like if you fail in classes. It's a different generation.
The girls fail in classes too. So I'm sitting here trying to figure
what's
out,
going on?
like, oh my God. So I just had this conversation last week. Like, how are you around here talking about the latest drama, all of this, all of that? You got a boyfriend. I pick up a note. You kissing him, but you failing. It don't register. Like, it's not.
And I hate that. I'll be honest with you. I'm one of them guys. I don't like hearing the world is going towards a dumber space. But it's so much stuff that deter. Like it's like social media is cool because it's a money getter. That's it.
It's only cool if you get money.
It's only cool if you get money. If you just on that bit, if you just on there every day, not like you ain't hustling. If you just on there every day looking at everybody else's life, commenting on everybody else's life, that's crazy.
Rabbit holes.
It's crazy.
That's what they're going down.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
teach me how to cook.
Nah, man.
Teach me how to do this latest workout. Definitely a different. Because everybody a gym girl now.
Social media is about how you use it, man. Like, for real. Like, you got to use it as a tool. You know what I mean? Not a drug. Like, people be addicted to it. And you'll see, be like, man, you post all day. That's what I'm supposed to do. Like I'm putting people on my product. You know what I mean? Like if I had a son, he will be addicted to the gym versus be addicted to TikTok. I promise you that. I ain't finna I don't understand it because I don't have kids. So that's why again, just like I don't speak on stuff like women's stuff before. I don't speak up, but I just know that how I would be. Like I would be in the what you call it when you waiting on the baby to come out. Just sitting there, I got the boxing gloves, right, if it's a boy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because that's what type of perception I want to put onto my kid for real.
Right.
Like, I don't want him to think it's going to be some... Because I know what my life was. And that's what I look at on the parent before the kid that's in school now. I'd be like, your life wasn't easy. It couldn't have been easy if you was in the class, the same class.
And I think that's why it's a whole lot of gentle parenting out, because I think a lot of people feel like their parents were too hard on them or their parents could have been more gentle. So I feel like that's why they're gentle.
And man,
and I tell people all the time, just like I even have to tell my sister, like I feel like, because I feel like my sister, they might be like gentle parents. I'm not a gentle parent, but they are. And I just always have to remind them, like, look how we turned out. We just fine.
Yeah. And you don't want to be...
My mama was not a gentle parent.
That's one thing. I know everybody know this quote. You be like, man, you rather be you hard on them because you know what the laws and all them going to do to them. You don't want to make it... You don't want them to get that far. It shouldn't get that far to where, all right, you ain't whooped his ass enough to where now the laws got to put some restraint on them and all that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that way. You got to be able to person that... Self-control is hard, you know what I mean? Because you never know how people deal with their anger issues. Earlier, I didn't deal with mine easy, you know what I mean? You get better as you get older, but I wasn't trying to go out there and crash out every time. You know what I mean? People be going out there trying to crash out over the smallest things, you know what I mean? Especially these little kids, like, it's a different day and age. You can't get whooped now. You know what I mean?
You keep on saying that. Somebody got to show me where you can't get whooped.
Not get whooped. I'm talking about like. I'm talking about a dude and a dude. They fighting in the courtyard.
Oh, you saying?
Yeah. Like if you get,
then you gonna go get a gun.
I'm saying it all in two.
Oh, I thought you were saying like parents. Yeah, because you said that earlier.
I said that earlier, but I'm just being real. I'm just telling you about the times right now. I'm telling you what the times right now. Back then, you got whooped in a fight or whooped at home. It was cool. Facts. Now it's a little different.
Because, could you imagine? Man, I'm not going to lie. I think about some fights I had, and if it would have been recorded.
For sure.
I would have came back and... Yes, I would have been just like these young people. Because what?
Nah, for
Y'all
sure.
Just keep replaying it? I got to keep reliving this? Oh, yeah. Come on, man. That's some pressure. Man, I tell people all the time.
But
they are definitely under way more scrutiny than us and way more pressure because they get recorded. Because what?
That's true.
You think I'm going to get beat up today and then I got to come to school tomorrow and y'all got the video? Oh, no. I'm whooping everybody's ass. Whoever showing the video, everybody got to see me.
Yeah, for real, though.
Like, no, we could not have grew up in that era.
It's a different time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have had a lot more love because a lot of, you know what I mean? When you got to go off word of mouth, only your partners, the ones like, yeah, he did his thing, and everybody else on the side like, no, he did his thing. I wish I had more videos when I was younger, but it is what it is. But now I'm just talking shit. But I get what you're saying. It's definitely a different scrutiny now because I've seen it. To where the person might not even want to come back to school because they know they got videos.
You do not want to come back to school. Like it's really sad. I tell people all the time, like, I'm so glad I did not grow up in this era because the era of social media is like ruining it for y'all. Like y'all can't even have fun without pulling out your phone. Like, I don't like that. Like that is not how I live my life. Like that's not real fun. You doing that for clout. You doing that to show people. You doing that to try to validate it. Yeah, you doing that to try to convince people you having a good time.
I said this before too. It's this kind of, it's not off subject, but it's kind of, I hate the people that post for clout and stunting versus motivation. Like that, I don't want nobody ever look at what I post as I'm trying to stunt on anybody, because I've never, like, everything I've ever did, I've built it for sure. Like, and people can see that. You know what I mean? So I see that. So when you got that type of upbringing or parenting or anything, like you said, the kid gonna look at that, and now it's like the first thing I do is something cool for somebody to rock with me. Mm-hmm. It ain't that way. Mm-hmm. You gotta be you, and people, if people are not rocking with you off of you, oh shit, that's their fault. Because at the end of the day, it's a gym, and all of us, you just gotta find that right confidence to make it come out. Like, if you never get to that right confidence because you never had that you conversation with you, that's your fault. But once you get that you conversation with you and you got that confidence, you gonna shine to any and everybody. And if you're not, it's because they don't like what you giving off. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, confidence is everything to me, especially installing it into the kid.
Yes, I think it's definitely a lot of that missing. Yeah, I feel like y'all don't pour into y'all kids. I feel like like I feel like
the ones that's dressing good,
and they come to they come to school or they go different places seeking the wrong kind of attention because they just need some kind of attention because they're not getting none.
Right.
Like, so I feel like if y'all just start pouring into y'all kids a little bit,
and that's what a sports and shit come into.
A little bit better, exactly. Like, don't put your kid in sports and you drop him off at practice and drop him off at his games. Yeah, don't show up.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
It happens.
It happens.
It don't happen.
Oh my God, it happens. That's absolutely crazy.
Tell me about what about the ones that the coach gotta take you to practice, the coach got to pick you up, the coach got to drop you off, and you don't even make it to the games. Like, not no game the whole season. Like, you mean to tell me you working that hard, you getting that much money? Money is that important to
you can't watch your kids
that you
play?
Can make to one game?
Crazy
one game. You have to go to practice. You can't even make it to a game.
Crazy. I'll be honest with you. I definitely seen it happen. And it's crazy that it does happen, but it's like, the change got to come somewhere. You don't want to be you don't want to keep hearing the same stories. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, to this day, the kids that I taught last year, I just pop up at their games. I look at the schedule for myself, and I'm like, how I putting that initiative in if, you know what I mean? You ain't got this, parent can do it.
But that just go back to how you was raised. Yeah. Right? Because I had the type of mama, and it was crazy because sometimes I look back and I only have 2 kids, and my mama had 6, so I really don't know how she did it. But like, we was all in something. We was
always on social media.
I had the type of mama, like, if I was at cheerleader practice, because I went to school in River Oaks and we lived in 5th Ward, she would sit in the parking lot until it was time for practice to be over. Like, so what kind of parent am I? I'm at basketball practice on my laptop in the stands. Like, I'm not dropping my kid off.
Well, for sure.
You know, like, and it's just how I was raised.
Right.
Like, I was always taught, like, family first. Like, no matter what, family gonna come before a job. Family gonna come before, like, family first.
That's too. That's one
family first. Because when I'm in a diaper and I need my ass wiped, I ain't gonna be able to bank on nobody but family kids. First. Okay?
It's about how you take care of them kids now.
So it's gonna be a lot of y'all TikTok rabbit hole members in poor ass, broke ass nursing homes because y'all really ain't pouring into y'all kids. And y'all wonder why they don't like y'all, they don't respect y'all. And they do whatever they want. It's because y'all not pouring into them. So stop being soft. Pour into them kids. Support them kids. Give them babies some confidence. Tell them little girls they pretty every day. So the first weak, whack, lame that come to them, they don't believe it.
Right.
Okay? Pour into your kids. Take them somewhere so your daughter is not impressed by a trip to Atlanta. Okay.
Nah, for real. For real though. They need to hear that real shit. And what I'm gonna say is confidence. One thing about me, I think even for all my students that watch the show, even the parents of the students, one of my favorite words is confidence. And I think before I had any money, before I had anything, I always wanted respect. And I think that came from the confidence I had in myself. You know what I mean? So, like, real talk, like, I demanded respect. And once you demanded respect, it's like you on a path of you have to be respectful. You know what I mean? You have to be meaningful. You have to be about what you shout. And I think that's something that I always kind of gave off. And I think that once you instill that into your kids, into your students, into your players, for the coaches, I think that it'll change the narrative of everybody, women and male. Confidence is something that's lacking in this generation just because you can tell how many followers there are versus leaders. And look at Instagram. People want more followers, but they not doing what they need to do to gain them. You see who got
y'all
the followers.
Y'all don't like yourself. Y'all do anything to change yourself. Anything
For sure.
to alter yourself. Y'all
this the new trend? I'm finna do this.
Exactly.
This the new trend? I'm about to do this.
I could look like that? I could do what she doing? Oh, okay.
For sure.
She could do it, I could do it. Like, it's a whole lot of Me Too stuff going on. And it's cool.
Me too.
But at the end of the day, you got to figure out what's going to work for you, what's really going to make you happy. Like, what are you confident in?
Like and you got to
get out of you.
For sure. And this is what you know what I'm saying? We getting to the end of the show, but this is what I can say. I know a friend of mine that found this niche in the beauty of putting people on how he cooks and how he really learned how to do it from scratch, and he can do it in a cool way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And shout out to my guy Said, you know what I mean? But I think that at the end of the day, that's something that he found confidence in to where now, just because he using that as a tool on social media, you know what I mean? That's something that, all right, yeah, he see, because again, we'll be fools not to see everybody doing this shit every day and we can't go do it. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I say honestly. But again, it's about how you do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So again, I would be a fool to be sitting there watching Shador and Shiloh and Travis Hunter on TV, and I'm Deion Sanders in myself because of my confidence. I'm not making the same thing that I go out and touch all these kids and I can make the same thing happen. Why not? And that's why the importance about what we're talking about on this show, about putting that confidence and installing some real discipline in your kids is important. Nay, you got any
confidence?
Yeah.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Man, tell them they pretty. Tell them they can do it. Tell them they can be whoever they want to be. I keep on telling y'all, all you got to do is set a goal, make a plan.
Sure.
Stick to it. Consistency is key. And you can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. I promise. All you got to do, make a plan, make it plain, get to it.
Not for sure. I agree with that. I appreciate your words. I'll be listening to you so I can give me a little insight as well. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all know what it is, man. It's Klass N Session. I hope y'all get what y'all want to get out of this podcast. You can catch us on all podcast platforms. This is our first straight to it mix. Let us know how y'all like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes we wait a little while before we drop it, but we want to see how y'all like this versus the other way. Tap in with us. Nay, what it do, baby? You good?
Yep.
We gone, man.
Catch us next week. Bye.
Yes,